right, good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome. Sorry, I'm just setting up my chat screen. Probably should have done that in advance. But all right. Hope you're all doing well today. So let's see, we've got Daniel in already, joining us from Doha in Qatar. So one of those hot summer nights there. I remember them well from my time in that part of the world. I never did get over to Qatar. Don't know if you've been to Bahrain or not, but yes. And then we've got, let's see, Eustace joining us from Italy. So welcome. Hope you are well over there also. And thank you for joining us today. Okay, you might have seen that come up there. We've got stream elements running, got some chat bots and things finally working. Couldn't get them working the other day, but hopefully they'll be fine. So yeah, we will get started in just a moment with our live stream for this evening, continuing our adventures with Canada. There is a poll up there. I see some of you have voted in it already, but there's a poll up there if you want to take a look. What do you think? Are we going to do it? Are we going to qualify for the World Cup? So you've got three options. Yes, we're going to get automatic qualification. Maybe go via the playoffs, because in the CONCACAF zone, we're in this league of 8 nations. Top 3 get automatic qualification. We're currently 3rd with 6 games to go. 4th place goes into a playoff with a team from another continent. Or do you think we're going to get called out? Maybe don't vote just yet if you don't want to. We can have a look at have a look at the table, and I'll talk you through the results so far. But yeah, I'm doing well, thank you, Daniel. Been a bit of a hot day here in the UK, but you know, a nice quiet day. Summer holidays have begun. No work tomorrow, anything like that. So nice relaxing Sunday. Just trying to stay out of the heat. All right, so let me just switch over to the game and then we'll be off. All right, so where is it? It should be there. There we go. Good stuff. So yeah, we're starting off today with the game against Costa Rica, but of course we've already played quite a few qualifiers, so I'm just going to talk you through those now. Let's have a look what we're doing here. Sorry, just need to update my... There we go. So... yeah, Eustace, I'm just about to update you on those results against USA and Mexico. We've played both of those nations once apiece, and we've got further matches to come against them now. Then, yeah, so Daniel, you've already been on holiday since the 20th of June. Lovely. What do you do over in Qatar, if you don't mind me asking? But yeah, let's have a look at our results. So competitions-wise, here you can see the table as it stands. So as I said, we're 3rd behind Mexico and Jamaica. I think Mexico, they're probably going to guarantee their qualification some point early in the next couple of games, the next round of fixtures. Jamaica doing very well. Of course, those 2 nations, Mexico and Jamaica, if you watched the stream 2 nights ago on Friday, they ended up being the finalists in the Gold Cup. We were semi-finalists as well. So we got USA underperforming slightly so far. They're in 4th, only 2 points behind us. So that's something we've got to watch out for. And Curacao, they're the only other team realistically still with a chance of getting in the mix for either automatic qualification or playoffs on 10 points. Costa Rica and Honduras underperforming a bit. Haiti, I guess to be expected. Look at that, minus 17 goal difference. All right, well, let me take you through our results so far. So we ended the stream. We got that run to the Gold Cup semi-final. We lost to Jamaica, and we ended things there. I then played through the first part of World Cup qualifiers. So do we have air conditioning? Here in the UK, no. It's all, you know, brick, the usual classic brick houses. Carpets everywhere, so not very good for dealing with the warm weather. When I was in Bahrain, yeah, we had central air conditioning throughout the apartment, but yeah, nothing like that here. You'd only need it for like one heat wave or maybe 2 heat waves per year. We kicked off our World Cup qualifying final phase campaign away to Honduras. 1-1 draw. At the time, I was pleased with that result. I thought that'd be a tough away game, so I was pleased to come away with a point, but seeing how Honduras have struggled in the group, I'm actually now thinking maybe we should have won that one. We did throughout these, we had various injury problems. I think for this first round of matches, Alphonso Davis was unavailable. And then for some later matches, Jonathan David was unavailable. So we've had players kind of in and out of the squad, which has disrupted things a little bit. We then got a win over Costa Rica, so a solid home win. And then, unfortunately, a complete collapse against Jamaica, who've already become a bogey team for us. So no revenge for that Gold Cup semi-final. 4-1 defeat. Not the best performance. We bounced back, though, after that with a win over Curacao, 5-1. And it's Sile Larin. This was a game where Jonathan David had missed a penalty, but we had Sile Larin up top. Cavallini was unavailable, but he scored 4 goals, smashed them in, and then Piet rounded it off. We went away to USA and we lost 3-1, much like the game in the Gold Cup. We scored first. Jonathan David gave us the lead, but they came back at us, unfortunately. So I'm just catching up on the chat here. So, you're not allowed to sell a house or a home without AC over in Qatar. A legal requirement, huh? So, the actual real-life Canada-USA game starts in 30 minutes. Wow. Okay. I should have timed my stream a bit earlier then. But okay, well, good luck. Good luck to Canada. Hopefully you can emulate our result from the stream the other night, which was a 1-1 where we were unlucky not to win. Then we bounced back from that USA defeat, though, against Haiti. I got a new player to show you here, Youssef Bechou. So this guy is actually, as you can see here, Algerian, but Canadian second nationality. He approached us saying he wanted to play for the Canada national team. I wasn't sure at first, because if we look at his career stats, he's only ever played in Algeria. But, we thought, well, why not? We'll give him a go. We picked him for a squad as soon as he was eligible, and that's how he got off. That's how he got off to a start with the Canadian national team. A hat-trick against Haiti. Larin getting another goal there. Big win for us. But then, possibly the biggest result of them all. Mexico came to Edmonton, 2-2 draw. So massive result for us there. And much like, I'll bring up the match screen for you, much like our game against USA in the Gold Cup, you could make a case for us being unlucky to only get the draw here. Scott Arfield scored with a penalty. They equalised just before half-time. Then we had Liam Millar get his first goal for Canada to put us 2-1 up, but they got back in it through Macias. You can see what we were doing. We picked up 7 yellows. We were going in hard on them, trying to break up their play, and it worked. It's just that kind of attacking quality Mexico have comparative to the rest of the CONCACAF nations that enabled them to get a point. And we finished the year off Honduras again, 5-1 this time. Alphonso Davis finally back to fitness, Cavallini back to fitness as well. They between them scored all 5 goals. So that brings us to where we are today. Now, what have we got? Just catching up on the chat here. So you've got that on Fox Sports. I guess that's over in Canada. You're going to try and watch the stream and the game if you can. Well, thank you, Zebu. Hopefully you'll manage it. But of course, if you want to focus on the game, I'd completely understand that. And best of luck to Canada. So let's have a look. Potentially tough games. Now, Costa Rica away, although Costa Rica are not doing well in the group. That's always a potentially tough game. I mean, normally I'd say if we can get a point there, that would be good. But I think we've got to go for a win to keep our automatic qualification hopes alive. And then a couple of tough games here. We've got Jamaica and the United States, both at home. For some reason, we're going to play Jamaica in Edmonton and then the US in Toronto, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be quite a trek. I don't know why they wouldn't just play both games in the same place. But these are all games that could go either way. You know, we could finish this run of 3 games with 7 points, 9 points. We could finish it with no points or 1 point. So, you know, it's going to be tough. Then we'll also get onto this round of matches today. Curacao away. We have to be targeting a win on that one. And of course, Haiti at home. We have to be targeting a win. Mexico away. We have to hope that doesn't matter, really. Anyway, I'll show you the squad we've picked for today. So it's pretty similar. I've settled on a team. The only real new introduction, as I showed you, is Beshu. I've also brought in this guy, Tyler Pasha. We gave him his debut cap, so a winger from Houston, but he's unlikely to be a starter. You will see we have quite a few players on yellows though, so we might have to use some rotation at some point. We've also brought in this guy, Michael Petrasso from York 9 FC, who's done a decent job for us in the games he's played. Old lady plays, recommended him, so we've got him in the team as well. So as you can see today, USA got a very winnable game against Honduras. Jamaica, winnable game against Haiti. Curacao, though, away to Mexico. So we'll be hoping Mexico get a big win there and kind of knock Curacao out of contention a little bit. All right, let's have a look. Daniel, just catching up on the chat. You had to stay up until 3:30 a.m. today to watch Qatar beat Grenada 4-0. Well, that is commitment. Of course, yeah, as you're in Doha with Qatar being in action at the Gold Cup. That's interesting. And of course, if it hadn't been for COVID and things being postponed, they would have been in the Copa America as well, which would have been interesting. Perhaps they could have become one of the first nations ever to compete in 3 different continental championships. Anyway, I've already picked the team, so we're going for a 4-2-3-1 formation. We're going balanced in recognition of the fact that it's away. So Cavallini up top, we've got David on the right. I'm going with Davis in left back, but playing him as a wing back. So we're looking for him to run up and overlap with Larin. I dropped Arfield into deep line playmaker, so Osorio can be in a more advanced role, which has worked well for us so far. Let's see, fingers crossed we can get a win. So yeah, now we've run through the results. Maybe now's a good time, if you haven't done so already, to go and vote in the poll. I see from the votes we've got so far, you're pretty optimistic about our chances of holding on to a top 3 spot and automatic qualification. So thank you for your optimism. Let's see if we can actually live up to the expectation now. So we'll get into it. Get into the dressing room, give the team talk. Score predictions as well we'll take for this match away to Costa Rica. So Costa Rica struggling so far, only 6 points from their first 8 games. I'm going to tell them, yeah, last time out was the 5-1 over Honduras. So, of course, we want some of that again. I am now getting a few more reactions to my team talks. Not massive ones, but, you know, we're getting to know the squad a bit. I've given up on team meetings. I'm not doing team meetings because we had this at the end of the last stream, team meeting at the end of the Gold Cup. And my only option was to, you know, tell them that I was disappointed with them or something like that for losing in the semi-final, which was a bit annoying. Anyway, we come into this in good form. Different sort of challenge for us today, and we want to now win first and foremost. Good stuff. All right, let's get out there. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, the Gold Cup and Copa America, they often invite those extra teams, don't they, to make up the numbers. I do like now that the Gold Cup is a 16-team format. In my opinion, the best format for a continental championship. 4 groups of 4, top 2 going through. That's the way we do it. It's Cavallini, chance for an early goal. Get in. First attack. David setting up Cavallini. Yes, fantastic. We're on our way. We are on our way. We didn't get any score predictions in yet, but as the votes are going for automatic qualification, good. I'll assume we were predicting a win anyway. All right. Good stuff. Let's have a look here. What have we got? Segura for Costa Rica coming forward. I do find it confusing to get so used to Canada playing in red that when we're in our away kit, it's always against another team playing in red, which, you know, of course, if it's the away kit, but damn, Borges scores, pegged back pretty quickly to 1-1. So our lead didn't last very long, literally a minute. All right, well, let's see if we can close things out from here. We'll give an encouragement shout to the team. We've breached the Costa Rica defense once. We can do it again. All right, it comes into Larin. He's hit the crossbar. Oh, that was close. But now we've got to watch out for Costa Rica on the break. Come on. Come on, get that ball off them. Good stuff from Davis. Good backtracking from him. All right, we survive that one. 3-1 Canada. Daniel went with thank you. Good. We'll try and live up to we'll try and live up to it. All right, good stuff. All right, yeah. So, of course, it's a good thing we got the Gold Cup on because after all the Euros and Copa America excitement, there's a bit of a dearth of football for the next few weeks for European-based football fans. I guess we've got a lot of the clubs are starting their pre-season friendlies and so on at the moment. But, yeah. So, this is a time of year when a lot of people are... You know, they kind of switch off from FM a bit as well. So what about you guys? Are you still playing Football Manager at the moment, or have you kind of passed on your saves for now and maybe you'll pick it up again once we get to FM22? Do let us know. Right, we've whistled through to almost 70 minutes with no further highlights, so let's look to make some changes. I'm going to bring on Beshu, so I'm going to put him out on the right. We'll bring Jonathan David into the middle. And let's see, what else can we do? I think we are going to bring on... Yeah, Estaquio is looking pretty tired. So I'm going to bring on Piet in his place. Make a difference, boys. So, Daniel, you're doing a Road to Glory with Blackpool. Fantastic. Aaron, no, I did not purposefully. I didn't realise I was overlapping with the USA-Canada match until Zebu pointed it out. So apologies if I'm kind of splitting your attention. It was not intentional. But we nearly went 2-1 down there. Cordova with the clearance. I thought that was going to be one of those FM moments where it just cannoned off the player nearest to him. But luckily we got away with it. Final 10 minutes then. Like I said, it's a tough one. Before the game, I would have been happy coming to Costa Rica and getting a draw. But based on, you know, our position in the group and Costa Rica's position in the group, kind of have to feel a little disappointed. Anyway, let's finish by... I'm going to push Davis up into more of an attacking position, and I'm going to bring on, where is he? There you go. Adekugbe left back. We'll just take him off complete wing back, make him a regular wing back, and see if pushing Davis up gets us anything. All right. Old Lady Plays, welcome. Yes, let's go Canada. We're trying to get a winner here if we can against Costa Rica. Trying also not to concede a late goal to lose the match. Here comes Davis. Come on. Ooh, decent effort. We haven't really created anything since that early goal, unfortunately. We're into stoppage time now. Any kind of action now is going to be crucial. Cavallini. Oh, man, that should have been a goal. I think that's going to be it then. 1-1 draw. Away to Costa Rica. Not bad. Not bad. I do apologise, Old Lady Plays. I did not realise, based on the time difference, that I would be overlapping with Canada-USA. All right. Okay, let's go with the positive. We avoided defeat. Ah, yes, big moment. Yeah, we just didn't have our share of the luck today. All right, so that... look at that. That keeps us in third in the group. But we're only ahead of USA on goal difference. Wow, USA beat us, which means Goal difference must be the first decider ahead of head-to-head results. So, yeah, USA, big win over Honduras, as was expected. Mexico, though, big win over Curacao, so that's good news for us. So, bit of a gap now to Jamaica. So, it's all going to come down to this battling it out with the USA. Who's going to get third? Who's going to go into the playoff? Well, we have got Jamaica up next, so that's going to be a toughie. All right, just paying a bit more attention to my emails today so I don't miss that, you know, some big name players retired or something like that before we start making our plans for the match. So the scouts are expecting Jamaica to line up with a 4-1-4-1, which, as I recall, they did in the semi-final against us in the Gold Cup. Let's have a look. Both their strengths relate to goalkeepers for some reason. And both their weaknesses relate to goalkeepers. I'm guessing he must be a former goalkeeper or something like that. Well, his goalkeeper coaching stats are rubbish. Why is he so focused on the goalkeeping prowess of the opposition? Who knows? Good evening, FM Llama. Welcome to the house, as they say. Old lady plays. Turns out it's okay. This is on at the same time as US Canada. You can't watch it anyway. Why not? That must be frustrating to not be able to watch it. Right, so we're taking on Jamaica. Now this is going to be a big game. I'm thinking for this. Oh, I did not realise that. 3/4 of our back line is going to be suspended. Cornelius, Henry and Cordova all out. Whoops. As my sons would say, that's a bit sus. Right. Well, I'm going to switch over to the holding midfielder formation. Right, so what we're going to do then, we're going to have Adekubi in at left back. Davis will push him up into that inside forward position. So we're going to have to go with Laia at right back. And then do I actually have the centre-backs to make this work? So we've got Ferreira. Now that's someone, he's a player based in Portugal. He was out at the start of the game with some horrible injury, cruciate knee ligaments, something like that. Okay, so you don't have cable or satellite, and the CONCACAF channel is blocked. Okay. That's a shame. I guess they've probably, I think... Yeah, I remember this happening before when I was in Turkey one time. UEFA was showing some games for the Euros live on their channel, but then kind of partway through the tournament, and it was great because it was English commentary, but partway through the tournament they got blocked, and I think it was to do with the local rights holder not being happy with it. Now I'm thinking I don't have another central defender. That's not very good, is it? Can Estaquio play back there? No, he can't. All right. Don't worry. We'll sort this out. Right, Osorio can get in there together with Arfield. Can Piet play there? No. We're going to have a makeshift centre-back, unfortunately. Okay, poor squad selection from me. Kay could play there, I suppose. He's got a little red circle. So, yeah, we might go with that. Let's put in Kay. And then he's not much better than the other two options, to be honest. It'll just have to do. Yeah, not a lot of depth on defence for Canada, indeed. Well, at least we've got a built-in excuse. But big doubleheader coming up because Jamaica and USA, so the team directly above us and the team directly behind us. USA are home to Costa Rica today as well. So if we fail to beat Jamaica, we've got to assume USA are going to win that game. So if we fail to beat Jamaica, we could drop out of the automatic qualifying spots, and Curacao could get back into things. They've got a fairly straightforward game, home to Honduras. All right, anyway, we'll just take it as it comes. So let's get the team in. Oh, sorry, I left those guys on the bench. course, got to remove them from the bench as well. All right, fingers crossed we can actually get a result. We'll have your score predictions, bearing in mind the makeshift nature of the defence. At least we'll have those 3 guys back for the USA game. But yeah, let's see your predictions. Are we going to get a win this time against Jamaica? We've had 2 defeats against them so far. So, you know, 3rd time lucky maybe. Let's have a look. Yes, if we perform to our best, we can deny them. Oh, I've managed to inspire Ferreira, so that's good news. He's new in the squad. That's why, probably. Not the best weather for football out there today. Of course, it's January and we're playing in the Great White North. All right, my players can adapt to any situation. Of course they can. Hopefully it's going to be rough for Jamaica. Yeah, hopefully the need for revenge will motivate the players. So Llama's going 2-1. Old Lady plays 3-2. I assume the 3's for Jamaica. All right, let's have a look. It starts with a chance for Jamaica, headed over, luckily. By the way, most of you have probably seen, but there is a poll at the top of the chat. So do you think we're going to get automatic qualification, we're going to go into the playoffs, or we're just going to miss out on qualification altogether? You might want to wait to cast your vote until this match is over or until the USA game's over. The poll's going to stay open. This poll's going to stay open until just before like the final game of the evening. But let's see what we can do here. Can we launch a counter-attack? Nice patient build-up. We've got it out to Adekugbe. Deep cross to Cavallini. Oh, that is a beauty of a goal. Get in. Oh, beautiful strike from Cavallini. Oh, yes. That's the way I like my fullbacks to play. That's why we've got crosses from deep switched on. Look at that. Perfectly into Cavallini's path. Just needs one strike. That's it. On the half volley. Lovely stuff. I guess that was there a hint of offside there? No, of course not. Slow-footed defenders. We took advantage. All right. Jamaica attack breaking down. Hopefully we're going to launch a counter here. Cavallini's got it. He's got people with him. Davis. Come on, Davis. Work your magic. Oof. Fantastic save by Blake. Did really well to dig that one out. But, yeah, it's a good thing we're winning. Oh, and there we go. Second goal from Cavallini. It's a good thing we're winning because I just saw the live update there that USA are winning their game as well. So, you know, we'll be looking to close this out. We're on course for Llama's prediction of 2-1. We're also, unfortunately, still on course for Old Lady Play's prediction of a 3-2 defeat, which, you know, absolutely could happen. But not if we get a third goal here. Cavallini! Ooh, that was a good effort. But the keeper was in the right position. Come on, from the corner. Just over, just over. Don't know what you guys think about this, but I kind of have this theory with Football Manager highlights. When you get a big chance, and which results in a corner, you almost never get a goal off the resulting corner. You get it as part of the highlight, but, you know, let's say there's a fierce shot fired in, the goalkeeper just tips it over or tips it wide, or it's blocked on the line. The resulting corner never gets you a goal. That's my experience anyway. So tell the team we're very pleased with their performance. Not much else to say. Get back out there. The other thing I've noticed, free kicks. If the highlight starts with the attacking team ready to take their free kick, almost a guaranteed goal. If it starts with, you know, them setting the ball down or something like that, almost guaranteed to be a near miss. Anyway, here come Jamaica. We've got to just hope that they do not get an early goal here, because that will really turn the pressure up for us. But no, that was terrible defending. Oh, dearie me. Our makeshift defence has been exposed. Exactly what we didn't want to happen. Okay, I'm going to get a shout in, but we'll wait and see what happens in this highlight before I do, because I might have to change it. David, yes! Let's get that praise shout out there. We immediately restore the lead. Fantastic. Yes, Cavallini is brilliant. He's been great so far, especially in the World Cup qualifying campaign for us. Stop the count indeed. Evidence or it didn't happen. You don't see any evidence or any influence from one highlight to the next. Yeah, I know. Although it's just on a statistical basis, there are times when I'll just think, right, that's it, that's the highlight. Anything that follows is just a little bit extra. All right, we're starting here. Jamaica on the ball, looking to launch a quick counter. Estaquio dropping deep, plays in Cavallini. Come on, can we make it 4? No, not quite. See, now I think that was the chance. We're not going to score from the corner. There we go. It's punched clear. There's nothing coming from this. Indeed. Right, let's look at a couple of substitutions then. So everyone's playing well, except strangely for Alphonso Davies, who's got the lowest ratings out of most of the team. We'll bring on our young Algerian star Bechu. But who do we bring him on for? No, wait, scrap that. We'll leave him out for now. We'll bring on Piet then for Osorio, who seems to be struggling to get into the game a bit. And then, obviously we've got no defensive substitutions we can make, so I'll just leave it like that for now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, confirmation bias. Well, yes, possibly. I'm sure. Maybe what I should do is just raise it with Miles on Twitter. I'm sure he'd love that. Okay, then we're into the final 10 minutes. The worst thing we could do is concede here. Luckily, oh no. Ah, dearie me. I was just about to say, luckily we won the ball back to clear it, but obviously not. Adekubi again. It was him who played that horrendous back pass that cost us the win against the US in the Gold Cup. All right, I think we're going to have to dial things back a little bit. So we just need to make sure we hold on to the ball a bit more. Slow the pace down when the goalkeeper's got the ball. We won't go on to time wasting just yet, but we will go to get stuck in, just to mess with the Jamaican attack a little bit. Back to the instructions for the time wasting. Let's max it out now. We're into stoppage time almost. Okay, do not do anything stupid here, boys. Come on, that's it. Nice work, keeping the ball. Nice little passes. Arfield's got it. Arfield's dispossessed. Now we've got Jamaica coming through. Johnson, no. Oh, good block from Estaquio, but the danger's not over yet. Come on, hoof it clear, David. Just long ball stuff, out to the corner flag. Oh, he skips past his man beautifully there. Plays in Alphonso Davies. We've got the corner, though. We've got the corner. Let's see if we can make it 4-2. Put this beyond doubt. Wasting a nice bit of time there was Arfield. David wins it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Running it to the corner flag. Oh, shocking tackle, ref. Get him off. Get that man off the pitch. He's already on a yellow. Looks like David might be injured. Nice to see the physio joining in with the time wasting. Slow jog across the pitch. We should zoom in on that a bit, actually. Get a closer look. There you go. He's fine now. No problem. First time I've seen, that much coverage of an injury. But now, of course, there we go. He's back on the pitch. Good stuff, David. Good stuff. Well played, sir. Okay, Piet now plays in Alphonso Davies, and that was our chance to bag the 3 points, put it beyond doubt. Uh-oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, didn't work. Damn, that is just gutting. 90 plus 4. We've been FM'd by Jamaica. I'm not going with, we were unlucky. Yeah, anyway, we'll go with the Jose style press conference comment. That could be a big missed opportunity because that drops us down into 4th with Curacao now only 3 points behind us. Makes the next match all the more important. USA at home. Okay. Let's just quickly skip through this press conference. Sure, the neutrals enjoyed it. Cavallini, very good player. We're not commenting on opponents, and it was not a fair reflection of the match. They've been ridiculously unlucky. Flexibility gives us options. They did ask us about why Kay was playing as a defender. Nice touch there. Yes, it was everyone else's fault but mine. That was the that was a comment we got there about the added on time. That it's not the first time it's happened to us, and it won't be the last. All right then, 2 big games coming up actually. So the 3rd game of this extra January international window, home to USA. Then when we get around to the next international window, away to Curacao, away to Mexico. Every game's big at this point. At least we finish with Haiti. So if we go into that final game needing points, home to Haiti should be on paper the easiest match in the group. So it should be 3 points. But I've already spoken too soon on at least 2 occasions this evening. Anyway, let's have a look. So, sell out at BMO Field. And on to another press conference. Let's have a look. Will we be changing the team? We're not going to give away any details about the team. Bit of pressure keeps things interesting. Players should take care of their responsibilities, not get overzealous. We've got a number of plans to choose from to keep things interesting. Indeed, we have. Yes, only 1 degree centigrade. Should definitely be colder than that. So I wonder how that's going to happen in real life then. So I assume with Canada being in this final group of 8, there'll be matches taking place in Canada in January. Because, FM are usually accurate with their fixture dates. Right, so I'm wondering, do we stick with this formation, or do we play as we did against Costa Rica? I'm tempted to go with how we played against Costa Rica. Let me just make a couple of adjustments here. Now we can bring Cordova back in. We'll put Laria on the bench. We can of course make sure we got 2 proper centre backs this time. Let's swap those guys over, so we'll have Arfield playing a bit more advanced, and Osorio, I'm just going to mix his role up a bit. We'll make him the box-to-box midfielder. Right. Davies, we'll put him on attack mode. David can play as a winger. Right. Now it all comes down to the team talk. Okay, so Vancouver. Yeah, that makes more sense. Makes more sense than Edmonton and Toronto, that's for sure. All right, let's see. So score predictions then for us against the USA. Just having a look at their team. It looks like they've gone. They haven't gone with, any junior players or anything like that. So we've got Dest in there. We've got Bradley, Pulisic, Timothy Weah. Let's have a look. Home advantage we have. Will that be enough? So let's see. I think we owe USA after what happened. Finally, we get a reaction from the team. Most of them anyway. Get out there for a good performance. 2-2 Old Lady plays, expecting us to continue with our run of draws. We're not going to discuss tactical detail. This is one thing that annoys me a lot with the media. I'm more patient with the media aspect of the game than most, I think. But when you've had a long press conference and then you also have an extended pre-match interview, that kind of irks me a bit. Okay, this one was only 2 questions, but I have had it sometimes where you have you field 6 or 7 questions in a press conference, and then right before the game, you get another 4 or 5 questions there. It seems like a bit of overkill. Anyway, let's see what we can do against the Americans here. Pretty solid frozen pitch, but doesn't seem to be bothering Pulisic at all. Penalty. No, not what we wanted to happen. Okay, yeah, I see. The voting has changed now. We've got 10 votes. It's qualifying via the playoffs has gained more votes now. You can see why. Come on, we've got to get a bit more out of this team. Okay, here we go. Cordova whips it in. Jonathan David with the equaliser. Get in. Oh, there you go. It started with us taking the free kick, and we got a goal. Confirmation bias at its best. Lovely stuff. 1-1. So we're on track for the Old Lady Plays prediction of 2-2 at the moment. Let's see if we can just nick another one before half-time. That would be great. We've had more chances. Now, this is a deep free kick. I wouldn't expect to score from that. But now we've got the counter-attack coming. But Cordova's picked it up. Good play from him. Good awareness. Yeah, good. Keeping it down the right flank. Can we get it in? Play the inside ball, but it's picked out by the US. And they knew exactly what to do from there. They've switched the flanks. Oof, good save by Borjan. Well done, sir. All right, let's see if we can survive this. I'm pretty sure we will, but maybe not. Oh, this is going to be a tense end to the half, I think. Second corner. All right. All right, good stuff. Let's get it out here. Oh. We got away with that. Clearance off the line. All right, Curacao have equalised against Costa Rica. We want to see Costa Rica get the win there. I don't think we should bother ourselves with what Mexico and Jamaica are doing anymore. They're probably going to guarantee qualification pretty soon. But okay, I think we're doing quite well. Holding quite a high line. We might want to look at dropping that back a bit. But I guess the US must have sat a bit deep after scoring their goal. All right. Let's keep the performance up. The forwards are not performing very well, but yeah, definitely should have been in. You're right there. Okay. It's starting with USA highlight. We do seem... Another penalty. Just going to say we do seem to concede early in the second half a lot. We'll quite frequently score early in the first half, but concede early in the second half. And there we go. Penalty. A second penalty. It's almost like we don't want to win. Okay, maybe we can get straight back into it here. Peg them back immediately. Come on, let's get it through to Davis. Davis with the shot. Good save by Johnson. Ooh, come on. We've got to demand a bit more from this team. Now, nothing comes of the corner. Now we've got a US counter-attack. Zardes running the length of the pitch. Good stuff. Good defending from Henry. I'm never sure, then, with a team like Canada, if that player would be Henry or Henry. maybe Old Lady Place or Zebu can fill us in on that one. All right then, let's get ourselves back in this. Davis, good stuff, good defensive work from him. Gets the run forward now. Okay, good stuff, creates some space for himself. Good, cuts inside as we want him to. He's got David out with him. Good link up play from the two Wonder Kids. The end product's not quite there, but we get another chance. Come on, get that into the mixer. Let's get the goal. Offside. Oof. That's got to show us, though. That's got to... Okay, he wasn't offside. It was Cavallini in the middle who was actually off. Right then, Cavallini is having a bit of a shocker, it would seem. So, let's get him off. We'll get Larin on instead. Ferreira starting to look a bit frustrated, so let's follow the advice of our assistant and get him out of harm's way. Right, and we're just going to switch things up a bit here. Let's go a bit more positive. For me at this point, it doesn't matter really if we lose 2-1 or 3-1 really. Right, let's get them a bit more expressive. Get the ball out to the flanks nice and quickly. And we'll keep everything else the same for now. Right. Get out there and make a difference, boys. 5 minutes and then we'll crank up the pressure a bit more. Okay. That came round far too quickly. Okay, time to go to shoot on sight. Let's max everything out. And push those lines up as well. Go attacking while we're at it. And I'm thinking, let's take off Estaquio. He's not had the best of games. Bring on Liam Millar in his place. And stick 2 up top. Right then, off we go. Arfield, Shadow Striker, perfect. Just pump everything forward, basically. Over the opposition defence. It's about all we can do at this point. And don't forget the shout as well. Okay, let's see if we can get the equaliser. I think we're just going to run down the clock, aren't we? There we go. 1-0 after 20 seconds. Okay. Hans, Mr. Younger. Good evening. So, Aaron Briggs sounds happy. Shaq Moore, I guess, got the goal then. So, we did get that crossover in the end with our Canada-USA games. That's frustrating. Only 2 points from 3 games. I said it before we started this run of 3 matches that it could be... you know, that we end these 3 matches with 7 or 9 points. Could be that we only have 1 or 2, and unfortunately we only came away with 1 or 2. Yeah, we were a little bit unlucky. Jonathan David having his goal disallowed. 2 penalties, but look now. We are level on points with Curacao, so there's very, very little room for error if we're even just to get the playoff place now. Curacao is the next game. So that's going to be massive. Away from home as well. So they will definitely be after a win. Then we've got Mexico away. Let's have a look at Curaçao's remaining fixtures, actually. Okay, well, they've got Jamaica and USA, so 2 tough games. But of course, we've got the possibility that by the time they play them, those guys have already qualified. And they won't care as much. And put out second-string teams. Well, we'll see. Let's just let the game take us up to the next squad selection. All right, so we've got a goal in the real-life USA-Canada game. Is it still just 1-0 at this point? Or do we have more? All right, let's check in on our poll. So we still got people favouring automatic qualification, although the chances of that look pretty slim now. Okay, so still 1-0. All right, well, you're getting updates through Grey Hair Gaming's Discord. Okay. It's almost like, yeah, I've had some situations like that over the years living in different countries where you kind of end up having to follow some kind of text updates. It's not so bad these days. You go on some popular footballing website or the sports pages of a newspaper and get their live minute-by-minute reports and other people emailing them with their comments and stuff. But I remember the worst one for me was many years ago. I was in Turkey, and it was the night of that Germany-England game, the 5-1, wasn't it? And it wasn't live on TV in Turkey at all. The whole concept of live streaming matches on the internet didn't really exist at that point, and I was getting text message updates from my dad. I thought he was winding me up. Thought he was just joking, as he was like, and it's another goal. But yes, that was one where it was a unique way to follow the match. There's a good question, actually. What is the whether it's watching it live on TV or following those kind of online updates? What's the most unusual location you've ever followed your team's match from? Because for me, there's that one, the England-Germany one, as I just mentioned. There was also the time I ended up watching a Leicester-Manchester United game at a beachfront bar in Gabon, which was an interesting location. Coventry, yes. I thought you'd come in with something like that, Lama. Just Coventry in general. All right. Well, we're going to have, I think, probably 2 or 3 minutes while we holiday through. So let's just get our chat up on the screen a bit larger. So you don't want to just watch the calendar go past, I'm sure. So Old Lady plays. So on a military VHF set. So when you were 20 years old at a radio relay point. So somewhere remote. Tobermory spit the peninsula in Lake Huron. Okay, yeah, that does sound like an unusual place to follow a game. So Aaron says, not my team, but I watched the end of Mexico's opening game in the Gold Cup while I was at a rodeo. Okay, nice combination of events there. Yeah, that was another one that reminds me. World Cup 2006, that England-Portugal game. I was called away on family stuff when the match was taking place. So luckily I'd made a purchase just a couple of months before in anticipation of something like that happening during the World Cup of a DVD recorder. So I switched my phone off for the entire afternoon, and when I got home, watched the match that I had recorded live onto DVD and didn't switch my phone on until I'd got to the end of the penalty shootout. So let's see, Old Lady plays. So that was back for the World Cup in 1986. Okay, Aaron saying the rodeo was in the middle of nowhere. It was a miracle I had strong enough data to stream it. Erden Zebu, you streamed a game on Twitch so your friend could watch it from the Bahamas. Okay, yeah, that's an interesting way to work around it. Then there's the time differences as well, because just before we returned to the UK, I was in Kazakhstan, and one of the teachers in the school I was at was a die-hard Liverpool fan. Of course, that year they went close. It wasn't the year they won the title, but they went close, and he was staying up to watch those Sunday games, but they were on at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So Lama listened to the TV commentary from a TV set at the nurse's station whilst Mrs. Lama was in hospital, giving birth to Lama number 2. England, Ukraine, Euro 2012. Ah, yes, the one where Ukraine had that legitimate goal not given. John Terry cleared from over the line. Resisted naming Lama 2 Wayne. Yes. Good thing he did. All right, good. Well, let's see if I check back in on the game. Let's move over there, move back there. So we're up to March now. So we're getting close to the squad selection date. So we'll come back in for that. And let's see. We've got 3 games to go in this qualifying campaign. And Curacao, this is going to be a big game. If we can beat Curacao, then I think we can rely on Curacao dropping points against either Jamaica or USA, and then us beating Haiti to keep that playoff spot. Although then, of course, I'll have to think about the playoff and what we're going to do for that, because that might... I assume that would take place because... See, we're in 2022. Obviously, the World Cup's going to be November, so it might be June when the playoff takes place. We'll see. We'll see when it's drawn for. So, old lady plays who watched England Argentina when Beckham was sent off on VCR. He set the recorder to tape the whole game, including extra time. So imagine your annoyance when it went to penalties just in time to end. Yeah, I remember. I mean, I don't remember any specifics, but yeah, I remember using the old VHS player to track matches. And then, yeah, always setting them to long play, just so we wouldn't miss anything. Yeah, one of those. You remember there were 2 seasons in a row in the 90s, I think, when we had Liverpool 4, Newcastle 3 games. And for one of those, there was something going on at my school that evening, so we set the VHS recorder to watch it, and then kind of caught up on the game when we got home. Okay. Thanks, FM Llama, for filling old lady plays in on the score. All right. Bit of changing history a little bit there. Well, that says no penalty corner kick. Is that from the USA? Is that from the USA Canada game, Zebo? Okay, finally we're up to. Let's see, with those last set of results, we dropped back in the world rankings. We were up to 50th, and now we're back to 53rd. Okay, and now 54th. Oh, we're dropping quickly. Oh, interesting bit of in-game news. Solskjaer sacked by Man United. I'll just follow up on that, see why. Because they're down in 6th at the business end of the season. Oops. Okay, who's this? Jean-Aniel Assis has expressed his interest in declaring for Canada. Why not? We'll have a chat with him. We won't be around that long to see any 17-year-olds break into the lineup unless they're really good. Anyway, we'll just quickly get through all the emails we've missed out on. I never go with the assistant suggestions because they always make some terrible suggestions that don't match, my preferred formation or anything like that. But I will have a look. So, Mandrakar James, that's a name, someone I haven't picked before. But if we need more centre-backs in the team, more than the 3 we had, Let's have a look at Joel Waterman as well. Never been capped before. I do like to give someone their first cap, so we might bring him in. They're recommending I drop Ferreira, but I'm not going to drop a centre-back. I need to bring an extra one into the team. Estaquio out for 2 months, so he's definitely being removed from the squad. So that gives us an opportunity to bring in Mr. Waterman. And what else they want me to drop? Liam Millar. And bring in Tabla. Okay, yes. I've looked at this guy before, but haven't picked him for a squad yet. I think I'll stick with Millar, just for that connection we have from Andorra last year. Let's have a look. Jay Chapman of Inter Miami could come into the team as well, possibly. Kyle Becker from Qatar, they want me to bring in. Okay, he must have transferred because he was definitely playing in the Canadian League before. And Tyler Pasha, let's have a look at his knock. Returning to full fitness in 3 days. Well, he's not a key player, so I could take him out. Let's have a look. Remove him from the Canada squad. Yes, please. And I think we'll go with Jay Chapman. There we go. And Assie's accepted the call-up. Good, we don't even have to convince him. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look. So playoffs should be in June. Thanks for confirming that, Kalex. So we're going to have Nations League then as well. So that could be our next stream on Wednesday. We'll do the World Cup playoff and the Nations League. Of course, if we get to the World Cup playoff. If not, we'll just skip ahead to something else. Okay, so let's see. Kyle Becker, captain at Forge FC. Always goes to Qatar. Okay, yeah, one of those kind of fixed-in transfers, it would seem. So I think I'm happy with that squad. I'll just check in on the national pool that I haven't missed out anyone obvious. So as we said, Estaquio is out injured. Osorio will be suspended for the Curacao game, but we'll keep him around for the others. Yeah, so I'm not missing out anybody obvious. That'll do. Confirmed. All right. Good. So just a few days to go to the game. So Akindele left out again. I've never picked him to leave him out. But the media do latch on to these things in the game. Anyway, Curacao match predictions then. So we're level on points. We're 4th, they're 5th. We're level on points. We beat them 5-1 a few months ago. And we beat them at the Gold Cup as well, but... Oh, great. It's happened again. So, Ricardo... I brought the extra centre-back into the squad, and then Ricardo Ferreira has retired from football at the age of 29 in the middle of March, like 2 days after I named my squad. And I don't have the option to call anybody else up. No, that's retirements, not replacements. Let me just try. If I go to the national pool... Can't believe this has happened. 2 streams out of 2. Okay, Vittoria's still out injured. If I go to the national pool, can I add another player in? So let's have a look. Kamal Miller. Can I add him? Oh, okay, good. I was allowed to call someone up. Okay. No need to get too angry at FM this time. So let's have a look. Game is getting physical. So 4-2 Canada, FM Lama, I'm taking it that's for this game against Curacao and not the USA game in the Gold Cup. I'm not doing a team meeting because, again, I did some of these off camera in the earlier rounds of qualifiers, and like that team meeting at the end of the Gold Cup, they only gave me these negative things to say. So I'm just steering clear of the team meetings for now. Let's have a look. So, Old Lady plays 3-1 Canada. Again, I'm assuming that's for the Curacao game that's coming up on stream. So the game's getting physical. Zimmerman subbed off with an injury and Akinola limping off after a rough tackle. And it definitely a bigger deal for the Canadian players. Okay. Yeah, for the US, I guess, for them, the big deal match is Mexico. I'd imagine getting one over on Mexico. All right, so let's have a look. We are favourites for this. Now, Curacao, of course, a Caribbean nation with Dutch colonial connections. I'm a bit suspicious of the fact that the referee is Joost Forsyth. They've picked a referee from Sint Maarten. Not sure that's the best referee for the job, but from what I've heard, that would perfectly fit in with how CONCACAF runs things sometimes. All right, anyway, let's have a look. We've done much better than expected. How far do we think we can go? We've got as much of a chance as anybody else. Yeah. Henry. Is Doniel Henry available for selection after returning from international duty? Okay. I think he is on international duty at the moment, mate. Okay, Daniel, much more optimistic, going for a 4-0 to Canada. I hope you're right. Big game. If we lose this, it's going to be difficult to qualify, especially as Mexico are coming up next. But if we can get the win, let's see. I'll see what the assistant says for a quick pick and then make some adjustments from there. So I think I will just make Alfonso Davis a bit more attacking. We'll put Larin onto a support role. Okay, David, let's get him onto more of an attacking role. Oh, actually, I'm going to swap him with Arfield. Let's bring David into the middle. Yeah, and then we'll have Arfield playing as a winger. I think that's going to work better. We've done that before. And then we've got... They've come with Tabert, but I'm going to bring in Piet. He's just a bit more solid defensively, I think. All right. That's the team. So let's have a look. Obviously, this is the big game for us. USA, Jamaica. So we'll be hoping Jamaica can pull off a win there, maybe. Push the USA a bit closer to that playoff spot again. Haiti, Costa Rica's a bit of a dead rubber, and I would expect Mexico to stick several goals past Honduras. All right, off we go. Yeah, Curacao can be tough in coming years if they recruit a few Dutch players. Absolutely. I was actually considering that for a save at one point, and I do have it on my ideas list for Football Manager 2022, is doing like a club and country save, but maybe adding a team either from Curacao or Suriname to the Dutch leagues, and then also taking over the national team and seeing if I can build them up a little bit like we did with Andorra last year. Could be fun. But yeah, let's have a look. Okay, let's pile on the misery for Curacao. Good. Got faith in you guys. Get out there and make that difference. Got a tunnel interview as well. Both teams are in poor form. Yes, we know. We want it more than they do. We're unbeaten in 3 matches against Curacao. Yep, we need to use every tool at our disposal. Let's have a look. So, Old Lady plays something un-Canadian about a clean sheet. It makes the other team feel bad, so we try not to do it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, Larin. Groin injury early on. Right, let's bring in Beshu. I'm just going to swap him over, though, with Arfield. Nice. Beshu was very good on the right in the previous Curacao game, so let's look for a repeat performance here. Okay, uneventful match so far. Low first highlight, and ooh, that was a big save there. Big save from Borjan. Okay. Well, we'll encourage the team. See if we can nick anything before half-time. It looks like it's going to be one of those halves with minimal highlights. There we go. Thrilling stuff. Thrilling stuff after all that holidaying and waiting. All right. Anyway, let's get into the dressing. Well, let's have a quick look at the heat map. So yeah, we've got Cavallini playing in quite an advanced position, perhaps getting himself isolated a bit though. We haven't really got a presence on the right wing, which we might want to look at. So team talk first. I'm not happy with your performance. That's what we're going with. It's interesting that it wasn't showing like we had much of a right wing presence on that heat map, but okay. Let's just, he did come on as a substitute, even if it was after just 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Davis, come on. This is a first Canada attacking highlight. We don't get much from it though. So it's going to be Curacao looking to build something. Come on, this would be the... it's early in the second half, isn't it? This is where we'll concede. We'll give away a penalty, something. I don't like the look of this at all. Okay, whew. Good save by Borjan again. Okay, let's deal with the corner. Nice. Nice. All right, good stuff. All right, just checking in on how the poll's doing now. We're up to 12 votes. Nobody's voted yet for us not qualifying, which is good. Shouts, let's go with encourage again. Might have to look at what we've done with Arfield, because he's not having a good game. Right, Davis, let's put him further up the pitch, and we're going to bring on... Laia. I'm not going to go with Adekugbe because he's cost us in previous matches. So let's get him on as a supporting fullback. Right, Beshu's picked up a yellow, so we want to keep an eye on him. Should we give Chapman a run out in the middle of the park? Why not? Get the new boy in, so move him over to the middle. Waterman, no, we won't risk him for now. We don't want to have somebody making their debut in the middle of this. Okay, that's going to do for substitutions. 15 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do straight away. It's a highlight for Curacao. Okay, they've got time and space. Kenji Guri, who was with us in our Portuguese save with Santa Clara back at the start of FM21. We know how good he is. Come on, let's launch a quick counter-attack, please. We don't want to have to fight back from 1-0 down. Oof, good save, Borjan, man of the match tonight. He is keeping us in it single-handedly. Literally single-handedly. Okay, chance for a quick counter here, maybe? No, Curacao too quick for us. Come on, let's get stuck in. 10 minutes to go. A point, I mean, it'll keep us ahead of them for now, but then, you know, we've got that match against Mexico. Ooh, that was a rough tackle. I thought we were going to give away a penalty there. They're really going for it, Curacao. I think we'll see how this highlight plays out. Try and give my team a positive boost if we can survive this. Just about. We are really clinging on here. I daren't alter the tactics in case we screw things up. Okay, one last chance here. Come on, Cavallini, he's through. He's through. Oh, we have totally FM'd Curacao. Oh, 90 plus 4. We get the benefit of the late goal this time. Oh, I've got to see that again. Look at that. David knew exactly what Cavallini was going to do. Cavallini took a touch this time. Oh, there was only one way that was going. Oh, all those highlights. I would be quite miffed if that had been the other way round. If we'd had all those second half chances and then we'd conceded late like that. All the boys have to say sorry, after the match. Oh, wow. What a win that was. You did what was needed of you tonight. Oh, that was big. That was big. And it was a clean sheet as well. Were you surprised that so much stoppage time was added? Yeah, there should have been even more added on. Yeah, that's what football is all about. Fantastic. So, yes, that opens up a bit of daylight between us and Curacao. Keeps us within touching distance of the United States as well. So, Jamaica have secured a playoff spot. We are the surprise package. Yeah, that means Mexico have qualified, which could work in our favour, maybe. They'll rotate. They'll rest players for that game we've got coming up. So, we substituted the substitute. Yeah, anything can happen in football. Jack Grealish was fine with it, so he should be as well. No, he wasn't the best player on the pitch. No comment. Good stuff. All right. Mexico then. Kyle Larin, he is out. We can pick a replacement. Okay, so we want an attacking kind of player to come in. Who will we go with? Who's this guy? Jackson Hamel? No. He's not going to play. Not while Cavallini's fit. Tristan Borges. Now there's an interesting looking one. That's some unpronounceable team. Yeah. We're going to pick him on that basis. Yeah, get the points however you can. Absolutely. That's what we'll be going for against Mexico. Oh, wait, forgot to confirm that. There we go. All right, so predictions time again for this Mexico game. What do you think? How many will we get beaten by? Oh, now we got the draw against Mexico in the home game, of course. Right, let's go with, let's see. What do we make of our chances in this match? They're a good team. They're favourites. They won 4-0 against Honduras. Yep, they'll be on a high as a result. Yeah, we've got to take the chance. Exactly. I'll keep them on their toes. And Ronald Gonzalez at Costa Rica. Stand by your manager. Okay, good. All my standard answers. Yeah, Holliet, he just didn't perform. Didn't perform when I picked him in previous squads. So, and, you know, he's 30. He was also, actually, when I was doing the first bunch of qualifiers off camera, he was without a club. So I wasn't picking him on that basis, as he was without a club. Yeah, no point in having him. Right, Bashu and... Jonathan David suspended. I did not know that. I really need to pay more attention. Right, let's swap things about here a little bit. So we're going with Arfield on the right, Orcio on the left. Actually, I'm going to go with Davis. We're going to need him as an attacking outlet, I think. He's going to offer us more in attack potentially than he would in defence. And Cavallini, I'm picking Cavallini. We can cope without Cavallini against Haiti potentially if he gets a suspension or he's too tired and we rotate. But I want him in the team against Canada. Right, I'm going to drop that back to balanced. Any other changes to make? No, nothing to add there. We're going to play on the counter-attack. I'll tell the goalkeeper to slow things down a little bit. Yeah, we won't go with get stuck in. Not yet. All right, off we go then. Yeah, I know. I only get onto those things, Kate, when they come up on the match screen. The suspensions and so on. I think when I'm playing the game in regular mode, whether I'm just playing it or recording for a YouTube episode, I will honestly pay attention to the emails. But streaming, I find, between, doing the live commentary and tracking the chat, yeah, I just miss out on those things. It makes for better clips later on anyway. Okay, these things happen, yes. And it'll be a fascinating contest. Off we go. So we've got a couple of 3-1 predictions. Now, seeing as you've written that as 1-3, I'm going to take it that you mean 1 for Mexico as the home team, 3 for Canada. Okay, good. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. That's always the thing about watching Football Manager content, as I'm sure some of our viewers this evening, such as the FM Llama himself, can attest. A lot of the time, it's about the mistakes, it's about the errors, it's about the things you don't notice, it's about the struggles you have. That's what makes it decent viewing for a lot of people, rather than hey, here I am, I just dominated the league and qualified for the World Cup without dropping a single point. Ooh, Arfield nearly gave us a shock lead there. Wow. Anyway, this is all set up for Mexico to go ahead and win. No struggle, no point, indeed. Anyway, beautiful attacking football from Mexico, and what a strike from Herrera. Boom. Not much we could do about that. All right. We can skip the replay, though. Can still encourage the team. That's made them all happy, at least. Okay, it's just a 2-0. It's going to be a matter of just trying to keep the score down now, I think. Yeah, haven't had luck recently when we come up against some of these big teams, or certainly not in terms of pulling off any shock wins. Haven't had one of those for a while. We've had a couple of shock draws. Yeah, this is getting bad. But yeah, if you saw my Minneapolis episode earlier today, there was the big mismatch, the big team against the tiny team. I was the tiny team again, and yeah, well, you can watch the episode, but you can guess what happened there. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I think we're going to have a go at them. We want a much better showing in the second half. I don't know, if we drop slightly deeper, is that just going to give them more space in the centre of the park? Slow things down a little bit. Right. Let's get out there for the second half. Ah, good. My Stream Elements chatbot is working this evening. So yeah, if I do have my additional international competitions. If any of you want to try them out, the links just popped up in the chat if you haven't checked those out already. And download some extra international competitions to add to the game. We've got 2 of them added in here. I've revived the Canada Maple Cup, a friendly tournament that's held every 4 years. That's coming up in 2024. And we've also added in a fictional competition, a little mini cup between Canada, USA, Australia, and New Zealand as well. So there's about 50 other competitions I've created that you can have a look at too. Alphonso Davis, oh, what a goal. That's not the start of the comeback trail, but at least it's the end of the trail of embarrassment that we were in danger of falling down after that first half. But lovely ball, beautiful timed run by Davis. Little chip over the keeper. You love to see it. All right then. Let's see. Let's demand more with a shout. Try and G them up. Our field is not having a good series of games at all. So we're going to bring on Petrasso in place of him. Give them a bit of big game experience, I guess. Let's bring in Borges as well. And we'll stick Chapman on there as well. Why not? Well, we did have predictions of 3-1 before this match began from the Canadians in attendance. So, well done. You got it spot on. I think you know how this Mexico-Canada fixture works out all too well. All right, that was the inevitable defeat. So it's exciting, at least. I think it brings our whole World Cup qualification campaign down to the last game. All right, so we are still 3 points ahead of Curacao. Curacao lost at home to Jamaica. Fantastic news. Now, unfortunately, with 1 game to play, that means we can no longer automatically qualify. We're 6 points behind USA. Now, I think it's going to be difficult for us to fall out of this. I'm just going to confirm it, but I think the rules are that this is decided on goal difference. Yes, so goal difference first, then goals scored, then results between teams. That's important because, as you can see, our goal difference is +5, Curaçao's is -7. So for us not to get this qualifying spot, we have to lose to Haiti, and Curaçao have to beat USA with a big enough swinging goal difference for them to overtake us. So, you know, I don't want to take the tension out of the final game, but I think it's a bit of a shoo-in that we're going to bag that qualifying spot. A pretty likely scenario for Canada in qualifying in real life. Yeah, well, it would be good to see Canada get to a World Cup, especially as, you know, they'll be hosting or co-hosting in 2026. So it'd be good to see them qualify in 2022, and, you know, then they get that experience of being there. All right, let's have a look. So low turnout. They know about the goal difference swing. Okay, let's get that sorted. Now, if you'll just excuse me, everyone, I'm just going to have to take a quick break for a minute because my dog is barking at me to let her out. So we're going to come back for the final game in 2 minutes. All right, we're back then. She's still in the garden, but I'm not going to wait that long. She can enjoy some cool evening breeze as she's been suffering with the heat all day. All right, so let's make some changes then for this game. I don't know if I want to start with anyone other than Cavallini. David's rested. I might play him up top. Give Cavallini the rest. Davies is also looking a bit tired. I'm going to drop Arfield because he just has not been doing the business for us. So we'll give Petrasso an opportunity, and we'll take out Kai as well. So we'll bring in Borges, who came in as a late replacement. Waterman. Should I put Waterman in for his debut in place of Piet? Why not? Alright, I will just change that back to positive, and let's get out there. So let's have a look with qualifying. Yeah, I would assume that those three nations, USA, Mexico, Canada, will all get automatic qualification. I guess we've never had a three-nation hosting setup before, so yeah, I would assume, though, that they, especially with it being 48 teams, that they all get to automatically qualify. And then there'd be 3 qualifying spots left for the rest of CONCACAF. Okay, yeah, let's pick up our games. It's a huge match. I think sometimes the AI in Football Manager doesn't quite get it when you're in this situation where, yeah, mathematically you could not qualify, but the chances of it not happening are remote. I don't know if the AI always picks up on that. So they'll act like, oh, we're barely hanging on here. All right, so we get the TV coverage this time. Let's have a look out. Asia lining up. Similar lineup to us. Similar formation. Let's see how it all goes. Yeah, you need more competitive games, not more friendlies. Yeah, I can imagine that would be the case. Although I guess is that an advantage of having something like the Nations League now? Although it's the same kind of teams that you're playing over and over. That together with the biannual Gold Cup gives a few extra matches. They could revive the Canada Maple Cup, as I have for this particular save. That's what I'd recommend. Yeah, FIFA have been making noises for years about not auto-qualifying hosts. We won't be surprised if they move it for 2026. I mean, I remember back in the day when, you had fewer teams qualifying for the World Cup, but the hosts and the holders, Petrasso justifying his selection, good job. But yeah, the hosts and the holders would automatically qualify. But I think the last time, was it France after they won France 98? Then they automatically qualified in 2002. That was the last time it happened. Because obviously the automatic qualification didn't really work for them because they were definitely lacking a competitive edge in 2002. Having not really played a competitive game since the Euro 2000 final. But yes, here we go. Davis, can he make it 2? Yes, beautiful goal. Fantastic. Oh, and a nice cartwheel at the end. Good stuff from Davis. All right, good stuff. We're going to wrap this up, and I think we're going to get there with the qualification as well. Okay, let's have a look. Jamazito. The Nations League does well in organising teams by their current strength. Teams like Suriname and Jamaica are stepping their game up in the region. Yeah, I would agree with you there. I think that's been the advantage in Europe as well. I mean, I know some of the bigger nations perhaps just see it as more games that they're not really bothered about. But I think for fans, it gives us those matchups, the likes of things like, we've had England, Portugal, and so on in the last Nations League final. Ooh, Haiti pulling one back. And England, Croatia, and things like that. So you get those bigger games coming up. And then for the smaller teams, I mean, you look at Scotland, for example, they really benefited from the Nations League, and that got them into the playoffs for Euro 2020. So probably without the Nations League, they would have struggled to qualify. Ooh, good thing that was disallowed. I'll stick out a praise shout so they don't let their heads drop. But yeah, and I can imagine in a zone like CONCACAF where you've got these tiny Caribbean nations who are right down at the bottom of the world rankings, and then you've also got Mexico and USA. I imagine it's good for the likes of, you know, Bermuda, Barbados, and British Virgin Isles and so on to have some more regular matches. Especially as often, I imagine, in World Cup qualifying, they would be eliminated early on. Like, I think playing it on FM, this is my only experience of it, but you have like those two-legged qualifying rounds before you get to the group stage, so then some of those nations must only get, what, 2 or maybe 4 competitive games every few years, and that's it. So Nations League's probably good for them as well. All right, let's see if we can open up a 3-1 cushion here, make it comfortable to see out the game. No, we leave ourselves exposed for a counter-attack instead. Ah, there we go, Waterman doing his job. Oh yeah, you forgot to predict. Dirt. So you would have said 3-1. I think I forgot to ask for predictions due to the doggy distraction. Anyway, we're into the final half hour. Let's look at making some substitutions. Davis, I think we can take him off now. So we'll bring on Liam Miller in his place. And let's have a look. Who else is struggling? Osorio and Cornelius. Let's get those guys off as well. So I'm going to bring on Miller for... So Millar and Miller coming on. And Osorio we said, didn't we? So let's put Chapman out there. There we go. Get out there and make the difference. See this out for us. Let's finish with a win. All right, that'll be good timing as well, because, yeah, I was thinking 11:15 or so would be the time to call it a night. So Petrasso trying to get the cross in is blocked. Haiti are playing very deep. Lots of men behind the ball, but quick attackers waiting for those counters. Jonathan David, good shot, good effort, good save by the keeper. Yeah, all continents should consider a Nations League. Yeah, I imagine South America's probably the only place where it wouldn't work that well, but I imagine in Asia and Africa it would be useful as well. Maybe in Oceania, a lot of those nations kind of play each other all the time anyway, with the Pacific Games and the Oceania Nations Cup. I see quite a few files on the Steam's workshop. I haven't tried any of them yet, but like FIFA Nations League, where they're taking it to a global scale. Although that might just make it a bit too unwieldy to manage, which is probably exactly why FIFA will do it at some point. Haiti looking for that equaliser. They're just playing for pride, though, at the moment. Chapman, he's been good. He's got himself into good positions to intercept on a couple of occasions this evening. There we go. The ball's played through to David. Is he going to do it? Ooh, hit the post. Nearly. Millar still with a chance. Ooh, Petrasso. Oh, the shot was saved by the keeper. All right. I think that's it for as far as Canada go. Just got to make sure Haiti don't score here. And we're all set to wrap things up with a victory. Okay, here we go. We're on the break. Millar, he's got David in front of him. Come on, play the through ball, play the through ball. Okay, he's kept going with it. Persistence, that's what we like to see. Oh, Joel Waterman. Okay, I think we've got a keeper here for the national team. Great effort from him. All right, let's have a look. So, Jamzito, you think they should merge CONCACAF and CONMEBOL? Yeah, that's a possibility, although, yeah, I imagine a lot of the smaller nations would really struggle. You know, every so often we do get something like Jamaica or Trinidad and Tobago at the World Cup. I imagine that would pretty much end the chances for that. Only 3 games in each window now because of COVID. World Cup qualifying in the Ocho would have already started otherwise. Okay, and you always rate Miller as a backup striker for Team Canada. Yeah, well, he made an impression on me in his brief stint with FC Andorra back on FM20. I have to remind myself that that was in my game and not in real life. Okay, pleasing result and performance. So let's just get through this. And there we go. We're into the playoffs. So Curacao in the end lost to USA. Quite a heavy defeat. Playoffs now. I wonder if we're going to find out. When do we find out who we get? Oh, straight away. Wow. Well, there you go. Australia. Wow, a clash of the Anglophone nations. Well, except for the fact that Canada's bilingual, of course. So, Colombia, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. So is this just we play a 2-legged game and the 2 winners go through, or is it then 2 winners go on to play each other? Let me check the rules. Rules. Okay, winners qualify for the World Cup. Right, let's have a look at our schedule then. So, yeah, there we go. Those have been penciled in for June, and Nations League we must have coming up as well. So that's going to be, the draw for that is in a month, so that starts in May. So I think that's what we're going to do, everybody. I'm going to end the stream shortly. Then we're going to stream again on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, that will be our schedule. We're going to do North American Nations League plus World Cup playoffs. And hopefully we do get to the World Cup on this occasion. All right, so let me just save the game there. Yeah. And hopefully you'll be joining us on Wednesday as well. Well, thanks everyone for watching. The numbers seem to be a bit up on Friday night, so good to see that we're getting some people back and adding some new people in. Thank you very much all for watching and for your comments as well. I'll make sure this is saved, so if you only caught part of it and you want to catch up on everything, I'll make sure this is saved as a VOD. I'll come back and add in the chapters and so on as well. So, Kalex, you're saying you think New Zealand should follow suit from what Australia did several years ago and move from OFC to AFC so they can play more competitive games. Yeah, Australia's a tough draw. It is, yeah, there's no guarantee that we're going to get through, but, Colombia possibly would have been tougher. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on Wednesday night, I guess. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you very much for all your comments as well. And I didn't actually remind people to hit like, but thank you for everyone who has hit like on the video as well. All those things to help the VOD get noticed. But for now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you once again, everybody. See you again on Wednesday.